The affection in which Sunderland Football Club is held on Wearside is reflected in the loyalty of these supporters. Far from being downhearted by Sunderland's moderate start to the season, many of them believe that their team could put together the sort of late run that almost pulled them clear of relegation last season. It's a cool December day, but there's a First Division atmosphere inside Roker Park for a Second Division match. The Sunderland team news is that Jeff Clark at number 5 will play his first full match after being on the injury list for 10 months. It's the side which played at Charlton with that exception last week, which means that at number 10, 19-year-old Wayne Entwistle will get his first game at Roker Park for the first team. He was signed recently from Bury and he scored on his debut last week. But he'll need to go some to improve on the start that Colin Lee made in Tottenham's colours. This is Lee's first appearance on Match of the Day since he scored 4 goals in that remarkable 9-0 win over Bristol Rovers on his debut for Spurs. The Tottenham team shows one change. At number 3, Jimmy Holmes has recovered from injury, so he replaces Don McAllister. But Spurs, don't forget, have not scored in their last 3 matches. Referee Ken Walmsley from Blackpool gets the match underway. It's Sunderland in the stripes, playing from left to right. Here's Mick Henderson to Jeff Clark. That's Ashurst breaking into attack. Clark again. Holmes in the way. So the first free kick to be taken for Sunderland by Bobby Kerr, number 4. And already the Roker roar. Joe Bolton. That was Rostron trying to feed it through. John Pratt for Spurs. Use of the arms there by Pratt on Kerr, so it's Henderson for Sunderland. Greenwood coming to the near post. Rostron! Entwistle got in! Barry Dane's wearing gloves. The pitch is pretty wet after all the rain we've had. Tottenham's second corner. Taken to Hoddle. This is Arnott. And Kerr trying to find Rowell. McNabb. Oh, that was brilliant skill by McNabb, and he's through. And couldn't finish. And no wonder he holds his head, Neil McNabb, because there was an example. A corner's been given where the offside track was beaten by a player running through with the ball. He took them on, and in the end, the shot was deflected for a corner. Duncan got up there. Harry Siddle, the Sunderland goalkeeper. Bolton. Oh, Rostron. Off Holmes, Rostron again. On the far post, Entwistle and Kerr. Oh, Duncan got a bounce there. And what a fine shot! And John Duncan put Spurs in front. He made it look easy, but there was power and accuracy in that. Maybe the ball favoured Duncan on the first rebound, but as he ran on, he thumped it in. And a little bit of superstition working for Tottenham there, because in the dressing room just before the match, John Duncan agreed to swap shirts with Colin Lee. He said he would wear the number 9, because he always scores more goals when he's got that number on his back. And here in 8 minutes, he gives Spurs a valuable lead. Tottenham's first goal then in 4 matches. Gary Rowell, Entwistle. Greenwood. Still Greenwood. And John Pratt did well there to put Bobby Kerr off on the post. Greenwood, who made the opening for Sunderland. It was Pratt's tackle on Rostron. Well, Terry Naylor doing the safest thing amid that confusion. And Sunderland comes straight back, searching for the equaliser before Tottenham can settle on the lead. Jackie Ashurst is up there, number 6. Greenwood's header on. Rostron. Referee's given offside there, I suspect. It's a player standing on the 6-yard line. Oh, mistake with the kick, and Greenwood is onside and had to go the long way round. And Perryman against the bar, away by Osgood. High drama in the Tottenham goal mouth, but it wouldn't go in. It was a poor clearance by Danes. Greenwood had a chance, he tried to go round the goalkeeper, and when he finally got the ball back in, there was a moment when it was up there by the crossbar with Perryman, and in the end it was scrambled away. The long ball from Hoddle is played perfectly for Peter Taylor. Duncan has pulled away at the far post, and well saved by Siddle. It was an ambitious ball by Arnott, but he could see Entwistle closing in on the blind side of the defence. It was worth a try. Glenn Hoddle's made a good start here. Ashurst to Henderson. This is Kerr. Oh, shot by Rostron, well saved by Danes. Sunderland had men to spare in the centre there as Kerr's cross came in, and you can see the argument going on among the Tottenham players as to who should have been marking who. It's Gary Rowell on the far side to Arnott. Rowell again. It was a good save from Barry Danes, because when Bobby Kerr pulled the ball back there, it was a good cross to the forwards waiting to run onto it. Rostron got the shot in hard and low, and Danes, who's been very consistent this season, was equal to it. McNabb. What looked to be a push in the back by Jeff Clark on John Duncan. Lee came in there at the near post. Good ball from Arnott to Kerr. Greenwood's made a run on this side. This is Henderson. That was really well worked. And Entwistle coming in at the far post must have thought it was in, but Barry Danes now has made 2 outstanding saves. Mick Henderson with the cross, Entwistle coming in, did the right thing, but Danes turning the head around. Ashurst had a penalty, is it? Yes! Foul by Leon Ashurst. Referee Ken Wormsley had a good view of that. Tottenham will protest because it's the sort of technical offence that defenders get away with week in, week out. But as the corner came over, Jackie Ashurst, I thought, was impeded, number 6. And Sunderland now have a chance to equalise from the penalty spot with Gary Rowell. Gary Rowell taking the kick because Ashurst has missed 2 this season. And it's 1-1. Roker Park relieved and ready to rejoice. Nail up for Spurs. And what a game we've got here now. Greenwood. By Duncan. This is an interesting test now for Tottenham to have had the lead pulled back in that fashion. Their character will now be examined by a Sunderland side who are being inspired by this tremendous crowd. That was a foul by Hoddle. This match has got some feel to it now. You can sense what's at stake between these two famous clubs. Both knowing that there's no divine right about promotion from the second division, and both knowing there are many, many battles to be fought between now and the end of the season if they're to be in the top 3. So a free kick to Sunderland. They've got a line of 4 waiting inside the penalty area. Entwistle, Rostron, Greenwood. Again, Perryman was in the way. Oh, that looked to be high by McNabb. That looked high by Neil McNabb, and the reaction of the Sunderland player confirms that view. Things have been getting a little bit out of hand the last 2 or 3 minutes, and the referee has shown the yellow card to Neil McNabb because that was, it seemed from here anyway, a high challenge with the stud showing. It's going to come to Arnott. That's the Roker end of the ground. The crowd well packed there. Don't need cover today because the weather has stayed dry. Half an hour gone, Sunderland 1, Tottenham 1. John Pratt. Holmes. Pratt's gone down, seems to have hurt his hip, and Sunderland break away with Rostron. Spurs are stretched rather here. Entwistle. Oh, and Daines couldn't hold it. Arnott tried to get there. Greenwood, and Daines finally performing heroics in the scramble. Rostron using his arms right round the neck. Those are the sort of fouls that tend to irritate forwards so much. It was a forward that perpetrated that on Peter Taylor, because Rostron was using his arms first round Taylor's body, then round his neck, and the referee, seeing it that way, puts Wilf Rostron in the book. Jimmy Holmes. That's going to be a corner given away by Entwistle, and the linesman flagging because Bobby Kerr said something to him, I suspect, there about the decision. and he wants to tell the referee what was said, and that could mean trouble for Kerr. Gets away with a warning. McNabb, nice play. Duncan, oh, he should have scored, and he knows it. A golden chance there for Spurs to get back in front. McNabb got round the back beautifully, the defence was nowhere, and Duncan put it wide. McNabb, Perryman, Naylor. And the whistle goes for half-time, and the applause speaks for itself, because there was a passion and a sting to that first half, which said everything, if it needs saying again, about how competitive life is in the second division this season. Spurs, with Duncan scoring, took the lead, and Sunderland equalised with a penalty. And Barry Dane's goalkeeping prevented them from going in front. Jerry Armstrong, the Tottenham substitute, is on at the start of the second half in place of Jimmy Holmes, who missed last week's match through injury and was hurt again during the first half today. So Spurs start the second half, playing now from the left. For anybody watching in black and white, Spurs are playing in all yellow today. And there's Jerry Armstrong's first touch, back to Glenn Hoddle. Armstrong again. Driven right across, and neither Duncan nor Lee could make contact, but Jerry Armstrong comes on and makes an immediate impression up front. Looks to me as though Tottenham have switched John Pratt from midfield to left back to replace Jimmy Holmes. And it may be that Peter Taylor will fall back into Pratt's midfield position. It was Entwistle who was fouled by Osgood. Henderson with the kick. Not really away, Arnott's shot was blocked. Here he is again. Jeff Clark. Offside, are they? Apparently not. And it was Entwistle just past the post, as Spurs looked for a flag which never came. Hoddle. And it's Hoddle again. He's got Armstrong down the right, number 12. Look at the way he lofted that over Bolton. The offside flag may take away the delicacy of Hoddle's little scoop. And there's some crowd trouble in the corner of the ground at the Roker end. Maybe that those people have spilled over because of trouble from behind. And the referee is sensibly delaying, or he's got to delay the start of the match because they're on the pitch. Well, it was a white horse that sorted out the problems at Wembley many years ago, and there's a mounted constable trying to get people back into order. And so, with the pitch cleared for the moment anyway, the game can restart. Play on. Naylor up with Rostrom. Acrobatics from Perryman. Turned in by Arnott. Entwistle got it on. Bolton is there. And a fine save again by Danes. The ricochet off the goalkeeper, who threw himself at the feet of Joe Bolton. And this crowd of nearly 32,000, the best of the season at Roker Park, trying to play their part in getting Sunderland in front for the first time. It was a good punch from Danes. Steve Perryman's made the break, and it's 1 against 1 for a moment. He's got 2 to his left, and to his right is Hoddle. Well, the referee going right across because he saw that challenge by Joe Bolton, and that's going to be punished. The ball had gone, and Bolton followed through on the Tottenham player on the ground. And it was Perryman too who had made that break from Tottenham out of defence, which ends in a free kick. Taken by Hoddle. Good work on the far side by Ashurst. Ball's out of play though. Lee again into the path of Hoddle, but it wouldn't run for him. Perryman now in defence. Been given to Tottenham. Lee turning nicely away from Clark. He's got Duncan in the centre on the near post, in fact, and there it is! And John Duncan gets his second. And for the second time in the match, he puts Tottenham ahead. It may have looked a simple goal, but it was beautifully worked. Colin Lee, the two players congratulating each other. Colin Lee on the right, playing the perfect near-post ball, and Duncan supplying the perfect finish. Duncan's 12th goal of the season. And Spurs have deserved it. The goal came in the 72nd minute. And it's the climax of a spell of Tottenham pressure which has been building up. Oh, and Lee might get through again here. And I think Duncan, to his left, was well placed again, but Lee went for the spectacular. Jimmy Holmes in the centre on the Tottenham bench, having changed after coming off at half-time. Rowell quickly to Kerr. And Duncan this time using his head in his own penalty area. And Sunderland want to make a substitution. That's Sean Elliott coming on. And it's Kevin Arnott who's going off. Post. Rostron. Oh, this is Clark. Oh, he shaved the post. Jeff Clark, who, according to my records, has never scored a goal in league football, either for Sunderland or for his previous club, Manchester City, but he wasn't far away then. And there it is. Throughout football, they'll look at their papers tonight and say what a good result for Tottenham, and that's exactly what it is. Achieved with 2 goals by number 9, John Duncan, and some fine team play elsewhere. Sunderland threatened in the first half when they were thwarted more than once by Danes. But once John Duncan got Tottenham back in front in the second half, the points were only going one way, and Spurs maintained their promotion challenge, while Sunderland have still got an awful lot to do to get up there in the top 3.